Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad you're here because tonight I'm doing an NHL draft lottery Canucks predictions. We're going to be going through all three options. If we get number one, if we get number two, if we get number three. Yes, you tuned in right. So many people have been asking me on this channel, RevTrev, what would you pick if you had the first overall? Guys, this is the video. This is the video you've been waiting for. So just heads up, it's going to be good. I'm going to do an actual draft sim. I might actually do two tonight. I always do one, but I found another website that does it a little differently, and I kind of like it. So I'm going to try two different ones. So last video I did was this one. I'm done watching the Canucks. And a lot of people have been coming into my comments, my streams saying, I'm done watching it. And I keep saying, you wanted a rebuild, right? So go check out that video for sure. But tonight, I want to dive into this conversation. And as you can see, May 5th, the NHL draft lottery is Tuesday, May 5th. My plan is I'm going live for the draft lottery. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. And a lot of fans are already at that stage. They're like, we're going to lose it. We're going to lose the draft lottery. We're going to come third. Now, like I said in the last video, Draisaitl was drafted third. One of the twins, the Sedin twins, drafted third. It's not a horrible place to draft third. Of course, you want one or two. And many people are coming in and saying, RevTrev, what do you think we're going to get? Are we going to get the first, second, or third pick? I'm going all in. I'm staying optimistic until the draft lottery happens. Is any different? We're picking number one, baby. That's the plan. That's the goal. That's why you tanked. That's why you did it all. So I am picking the Vancouver Canucks to go number one overall. There's somehow everyone's like, well, the percentages are that 74.5% of chance that we don't get number one. Yes, but we also have the largest percentage of all the NHL to do this, everyone. So I am excited. I'm pumped. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna be that team that's gonna be that first overall pick. Now, if we get second, I'll still be happy. If we get third, I'll be disappointed, to be honest. But I still think the Canucks can work some magic there. And this is all part about the rebuilding process, and I'm totally in. So just a reminder, everyone, if you like Canucks content, it is passionate, realistic, and honest, hit the like and subscribe. Support the channel. I'd love to have you on board to watch my stuff. And I've been making a ton of draft content. If you haven't seen my draft content yet, please go check it out. I've got literally a playlist on YouTube that is definitely this. So make sure you go there. Okay. Make sure you go there. Okay. I'm just getting a couple quick messages here. Yeah. So this is going to be awesome tonight. I'm so excited. So the draft is on there. Just a reminder, the Canucks draft picks for this season, 2026, okay, is 2 first-round picks. One that's ours, that will be in the top 3, and one will be Minnesota. If you're cheering for Minnesota to get knocked out early, God bless you, okay? But I don't know. I don't know who's going to win that series between Dallas and Minnesota. It's going to be a crazy one. And if they can beat them, maybe they can go knock off Colorado. I don't know. I don't think Colorado has great goaltending. They have great everything else. So we'll see. We'll see. But that matters. We get 2 second-round picks, 1 third-round pick, 1 fourth-round pick, 1 fifth-round pick, and 3 sixth-round picks. And if we can hit on any one of those later-round picks, it will help our rebuild go faster. Absolutely faster. So I'm excited to do a tankathon with you. I'm excited to do this, but I want to give you if I was the general manager of the Vancouver Canucks, okay? So what would you do with these picks. We're going to dive into it right away. Guys, we're only 6 minutes in. We're getting into the meat of this. Okay. So let's talk about this first overall pick. When we win the draft lottery, okay, we will have a pick of every player possible. And I think there's only 2 names that should be in the consideration. Of course, it's Gavin McKenna and Ivar Stenberg are the 2 names. Now, there is debate across the league about which one should go first overall. And to be honest with you, I think it's an honest debate. Like, which one is going to have the better NHL career? Then you also have to ask yourself which one will be better in a Canucks uniform. Now, I think the answer is both of them would be awesome in a Canucks uniform. I wish we could get them both. But when it comes to Gavin McKenna, he looks like, to me, the most dynamic player. And this is not, you can't think of it as like a McDavid, a Celebrini, a Bedard, that kind of, they're not centers, these guys. These are wingers, okay? So best case scenario would be a Kucherov, a Rantanen, someone like that, okay? That's what you want one of these 2 guys, or maybe both of them will go. Think about back into that draft where the conversation was Taylor Hall or Tyler Seguin. Both of them had excellent careers, okay? Both of them had excellent careers. So if you're saying, I can see why the Vancouver Canucks would want to go with Gavin McKenna. I also can see why the Vancouver Canucks would want to go with Ivar Stenberg, because I think they're both going to have really good NHL careers. And I think that Stenberg is more NHL ready at this stage, playing in the SHL, playing with men, okay? Playing against men. So what would I do? Okay, so with the first overall pick in the 2026 entry draft, the Vancouver Canucks select, drumroll please, I would go Gavin McKenna. I think he has more upside. Also, I do think that Rutherford's comments about we need more Canadians does make a difference here, and that's who we're going to go with. I do think that there could be a dilemma and a real challenge in the management. I know I'm kind of stumbling here. I want to say this clearly. You have a Swedish GM and Rutherford who's saying we need more Canadians. So, wouldn't surprise me if Alvin selects Stenberg. But I wouldn't pick Stenberg, but I wouldn't. If they pick Stenberg over McKenna, this fan base is going to lose their minds. And but I think you still walk away saying this was a huge success. And but they'll be disappointed on my face and in my heart, in my life. I'll just tell you that right now, okay? Because, don't forget, because the entry draft, even though it's May 5th is the lottery, but the entry draft is Friday, June 26th, okay, coming up, and then the other rounds are Saturday, June 27th. So just to remember those dates are important. So finding out once the draft lottery happens, everyone's going to be making these kind of videos, but I wanted to jump the gun here first. Okay, so what if the Vancouver Canucks do not win the draft lottery but get a top 2 pick? I would say with the second overall pick in the 2026 NHL entry draft, the Vancouver Canucks select Ivar Stenberg. Okay, now here's the thing. What if a team leapfrogs the Vancouver Canucks, gets the first overall pick, and then takes Stenberg? I'm still happy with McKenna because I was going to pick him first. Stenberg, if we walk away with the second pick and we walk away with Stenberg, think about it for a moment. Swedish, been playing with adults in the SHL, and most NHL ready to play. And guys, he might be the missing link to a guy like Pettersson. might ignite his career again, having a young player like that. So if you have a guy like Leckermäki or Höglander or Carlson, and then you have Pettersson and Stenberg together and have a Swedish line. Listen, we got to do some Swedish cooking, Swedish meatballs, okay? And just go together and just let these guys rip it up together. I would be very excited to watch these guys play together. Now, people are saying no more Swedes. And I say that is terrible to say. Not because from a morality standpoint, but just from a hockey IQ standpoint. If we can't get McKenna and we get Stenberg, you should be thrilled. You should be thrilled. This guy's going to have a good NHL career, and I'm looking forward to watching him play no matter where he goes. Unless one of these two guys go to Calgary, then I'm not looking forward to watching him play. Okay. Chicago could leapfrog us and get McKenna or Stenberg, and they're gonna be playing Bedard. Like, that's what's gonna happen here. So either it's McKenna on the left wing of Pettersson, or it's gonna be Stenberg on the right wing with Pettersson. That's probably what it's gonna look like. Now Stenberg can play both left and right wing, so that's possible. That's what I would do. Those are the two. Those are no-brainer picks for me. So that's what I would go. Now let's go to the third one, and I think this is the one that will be very controversial. And I think that Canuck fans have already come to a conclusion on what they want, but we need to consider all options. Okay, with the third overall pick in the 2026 NHL entry draft, the Vancouver Canucks select, drumroll please, I think they're going to go with Caleb Malhotra. I think they're going to go with the center. That's who I think they're going to go with. Now, everyone's been saying it's going to be Verhoff. You know what? Verhoff has struggled a little bit more. He's up and down. He's 17 years old. I think he's going to have a good NHL career. I'm not convinced that he is the best defenseman coming out of the draft at this stage. He's arguably the best defenseman, but I think there's a real argument where Chase Reed, if the Vancouver Canucks want to go defenseman, both Verhoff and Reed are at the right-handed shot defenseman spot, and those are premium positions. So it's center and right-handed shot defenseman. A lot of people don't want to go Reed because Quinn Hughes, Garland, JT Miller, all U.S.-born players, and then you got Johnny Gaudreau, you had Matthew Tkachuk, all leaving Canadian teams, going down to the United States, and they're saying, don't draft a guy like Reed, draft a guy like Verhoff. And that is a fair argument, okay? That's a fair argument. But if I was going to go defense, I would go Chase Reed. I think he's going to have a better career. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. But I think he's more ready. But I do love the size of Verhoff. I love a lot of his pedigree. And I would have him as a closer. It's like 1A, 1B. And if you want to go Verhoff because he's Canadian, I just don't think that's good enough. I just want to know who's going to have the better NHL career. If Verhoff's going to have the better NHL career, go for it. But I picked that the Canucks, this is my prediction, that they're going to go Caleb Malhotra. And the reason why is I think he's the best center coming off the board. Him or Borchek, not Borchek, Bjork. I like Bjork a lot. Now, a lot of people want to say Tynan Lawrence. I'm not sold on this guy, everyone. I'm not sold on this guy. But Caleb Malhotra, to me, I think the Canucks will go Caleb. And one of the reasons why, because he's the best center available, and his dad is in our system, and his dad will be the next head coach of the Vancouver Canucks, whether it's this year or next year. So Caleb, I believe, will be the third overall pick in the 2026 NHL entry draft. The Vancouver Canucks select third. How do you guys feel? Post in the comments if the Canucks drafted Caleb Malhotra at third. Let me know, because I'm really interested. Now, that is my take. That's my prediction. If I was the Canucks, I might go in a different direction than that. If I was going to go center, I would probably trade back and try to get someone to trade up and give you more draft picks for next season, and go get yourself Bjork, or maybe Caleb drops and someone goes and picks up them, because there's a lot of good defensemen sitting there. Reed, Verhoff. Maybe you go and draft Verhoff and then you trade him to a team that has a little farther down and say you want to get Caleb Malhotra and he's going to go number 6, trade back to number 6, trade him Verhoff, get some assets and go from there. That is very possible too. But I think the Canucks are going to go with Caleb Malhotra at 3, if you're asking me. Right or wrong, that's what I think they're going to select. I think they're going to go McKenna, Stenberg, 1, 2, and then Caleb Malhotra, 3. But I could be wrong. We'll see. Now, just a reminder that this is an entry draft. The reality is drafted players take time to develop. I think only a couple of those players that I've mentioned tonight are actually going to play next season. And I think it's just basically Stenberg and McKenna have the definite tools to be able to do it. Okay. So am I saying McKenna all the time? Because I feel like I keep saying McKinnon, but I think I was going to say that. So, yeah. So now if you're asking me, I don't know if Caleb Malhotra is the best center in the draft. I would lean Bjork as probably the best center in the draft. It's just that I think Canuck fans would be pretty upset if you passed on Caleb Malhotra. And this is what's funny about us Canuck fans, is we're getting so locked into certain players, and like, we're going to have a terrible draft if this happens or this happens. No, you guys, you got to, if someone zigs, you got to zag. You got to take the player that you like the best. So, yeah, I am very interested to see where Bjork goes. And I am also interested to see where Caleb Malhotra goes as well. But I know there's a lot of people like, if we get 3rd pick, you better be taking Verhoff or I'm not watching this team anymore. And it's like, really? Come on. We're getting a little weird here, aren't we? So I am predicting we're going to get the 1st overall pick, and we're going from there. Now I want to get into your comments, everyone. So let's dive in to your comments. I'm going to hit the promo video, and then we're going to get right into it. Looking forward to connecting with you. Actually, Stuart's the first one in here. Good to see you, Stuart. I also need to do a tankathon. I promised a tankathon. I promised 2 different ones, so we're going to get into that real quick. So I'm going to just highlight a couple comments. Cadet Dalton is back from last stream. Good to have you back. My friend Jacob from Doodle Hockey. Great to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for showing up. Bruce, let's do the tankathon. Absolutely. I like what Japan is saying. We need to manifest the 1st pick. Sports Muppets is here. 55 years. Vancouver Canucks have never got a 1st overall pick. Well, there's always a first, and now is the first. So, and thank you so much. 2,000 subs on YouTube. I've broken 2,000 on Facebook as well. So that's pretty cool. Thank you to everyone that follows the channel. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, let's dive in. Chemo, I have a feeling Stenberg will be picked by the Canucks. He's a proven player. Another one for Team Sweden. Yeah, I know. You can see it, right? The real Eric Hunter says Stenberg is the one. Okay, so I think McKenna is probably more desired, but I think management is set on Stenberg. Yeah, you're wanting the winger to be a Kucherov type player. That's what you're hoping for. Yeah, I meant desired as in Canuck fans want the most. Absolutely. It's more than just talent. You need to get into their hockey psyche. We already have a bunch of Canadians. I think they want like elite Canadians. That's what they want. Steve-O, good to see you, my friend. With the first overall pick, the Canucks trade to the New York Rangers for the second pick, and JT Miller. Canucks select Stenberg and get their number one center back. Wow, now that's a prediction. So, who wants to win more? How is their upbringing? Do they have a mean streak? Do they have hard work in practice? Do they give out every shift? Lots of, yeah, of course. Everything matters. They're interviewing everyone. Angelo thinks it's going to be Tyan Lawrence. Bruce says the thing about McKenna is that he went to college route and made to decide not to sign with the Canucks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he has to sit out for 4 years before becoming a unrestricted free agent. Yeah, so there's a entry level contract, an ELC contract, or ELC. And that's, I believe, for the first 3 years. And then they go RFA, which is a restricted free agent. So it's about a 6-year process before they could go UFA. So it's longer than 3 or 4. I actually read that Caleb is highly desired. I would bet on management picking Malhotra as at third. I never liked Virtanen, never. And yet he was a first-round pick. Yeah, he was going to go in the first round, whether we picked him or someone else picked him. But yes, we should not have picked Virtanen. Hindsight 2020 is easy, right? Jack says, I want McKenna. Dude is a walking 100-point player, in my opinion. He's got the highest ceiling in the league for a winger besides Kucherov. No, dude, Rantanen is a stud. He's a stud. So I don't know. It's too hard to say he's going to be a 100-point player for sure, but you're saying he's got potential to do that. To be honest, I haven't got a clue who they should pick. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so Jason's here. Go Flames, go. Well, I don't like the Flames. I hate the Flames personally. I'm the number one Flames hater. But if you guys leapfrog us, I am going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. That's the one team I do not want to lose the draft lottery to. So Unplug says the highest ceiling, in my opinion, is Chase Reed. If we fall to third, we need to take this guy over Verhoff. That's what I'm saying. If we're going defenseman, I'm going Reed. But Rangers are going to win, and they're going to take McKenna. Jason thinks that it's a rigged draft anyways. Jack says, Bruce, in that situation, he would have to sit out 4 years. He's not going to do that. Yeah, he's going to have to sit out 4 years. That would not be a good one. Okay. Prickvetti says, I read that Toronto is trying to poach Manny Malhotra to coach with Gillis, and they said Caleb may be a chip to keep him in Van. Absolutely. Angelo thinks that the draft lottery is going to go Rangers, Chicago, Canucks. That would not be ideal, but better than Calgary leapfrogginess. So Jimmy is saying, I'm more worried about getting Reed. We have more than a 50% chance at third, and he has forward skill for a D-man 6'2" and still going. I'm more worried about getting Reed. Why would you be worried about that? He's going to be great. Doodle Hog says, if they go Malhotra third, my goodness, I would be so annoyed. Pick BPA, not for position. Best player available, not for position. Malhotra is good, but they're better. I agree. Okay. Jason says, Carl's is the safest D-man. I don't know if I'd say this. Well, yeah, I mean, he would be great. I like him a lot. We don't need another D. We need offense and another center. I don't think we need another center, to be honest with you. We literally have Pettersson, Rossi, and Coots. I don't think we need a center, but if the Canucks deem we need a center, then I do think Caleb Malholtra's on their radar, and that's where they could trade back and possibly get him there. Jack says Malhotra at 3 is a fireable offense. I would be livid. Pure nepotism. Nepotism. I don't know, whatever. At 3rd overall is ridiculously stupid. Okay. Sorry, I butchered that. We need everything: forwards, defensemen, goaltending. Yeah, I'm doing your research project of the NHL draft. Yeah, he's doing good work there, everyone. Our defense isn't as good as most fans think they are. It's true. Okay. So Swervin's in the building. Good to have him here as well. Yeah, trading back would be a much better position there for sure. Hey, there you go. You and I are walking in the same thought. Vigo Bjork is the best center in the draft. I like him a lot, man. I have him higher than Caleb Malhotra on my list. I just think the Canucks go with Malhotra because of the Manny Malhotra thing. So yeah, okay, we're going to dive in. And we're going to talk about this in my next video. The Rucks aren't the Sedins. It's fact. It's true. Caleb Malhotra will not be around at the end of the first round. He will not be there. That's just a pipe dream, in my opinion, Steve. But maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong. So, okay, let's dive into the Tankathon first. Okay. So I'm gonna dive in. Okay, this is the one that I do. I only do one of these. So it's the 2026 NHL mock draft. It's tankathon.com. Okay, it's the NHL one. And this is where it's at the moment. This is the proper draft order. But the prospects rankings were updated 13 days ago. They need to update them every 3rd day or every 10 days at minimum. Okay, so we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's sim this out and see the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh my gosh, if this happens, this would be the second worst option ever. Second worst option ever. Toronto leapfrogs 6 spots and gets number 1 and takes McKenna. Calgary leapfrogs us and goes to number 2 and takes Stenberg. And then the Canucks pick at 3. I'm telling you right now, Caleb Malhotra is going to be on the team. I would not be opposed to Verhoff here, but I would lean Reed over Verhoff if you're going to go defenseman there. But man, that would be the worst. Okay, so as I get that ready, and I want to continue to say right here, what are you guys' thoughts? This is the second worst case scenario, but Doodle says worst case scenario, Toronto first, Calgary second. I'd say Calgary first, Toronto second would be worst case scenario in my books, but we're splitting hairs, brother. So Prickfetti says this is worst case scenario. Jason, where is he? He's all excited about this. Jack says at that point, Doodle Hockey just fold the franchise, right? Florida winning is the worst in Cliff's opinion. Russ would say this is the darkest timeline for sure. Yeah, see that's where I think too is Chicago gets Chase Reed and we end up with Malhotra. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, here's the other thing about this scenario, okay? And so let's just bring it back up just quickly here. I want to bring that out. So let's just say, for example, Calgary wants Verhoff more or Chase Reed or somebody, an American team leapfrogs like Chicago and wants Reed or whatever, okay? Us getting Stenberg or McKenna at 3 would be like we hit the lottery twice. You know what I mean? So, okay. Now, let's dive into the next one. Okay, let's dive into the next one because this is the one. Where is it now? This is the newest one. And I'm pretty sure, Doodle, you use this on your channel, this one. And here is, this one's hilarious, okay? So welcome to the bestest, most goodest NHL draft simulator. This is the beta edition. You can run a solo draft or a multiplayer draft under construction, draft with live friends. That one will be fun as well, okay? So we're going to go solo draft. Can you see that there? Okay, I'm going to bring it up clearer. Now, this is literally called bestest dash goodest dash NHL dash draft dash simulator dot base 44 dot app. Okay. Okay, so we're going to pick the Vancouver Canucks. Okay. And we're going to select a player for them. Okay. Should we pick multiple teams? That's what I want to know. What could we do? If we had, let's do Vancouver, Chicago, and Calgary. Okay, we'll pick for each one of these teams. We're only going to do the first round. Okay, run, draft, use custom rankings. We're just going to run the lottery. Okay, you guys ready for this? This is going to be fun. Oh, I got to bring this closer. So we're going to run all three of these teams. And it comes down here. And the Vancouver Canucks have an 18.5. Why is that? That's not the odds, man. It's supposed to be 25.5 for us. So we're going to run it. We're going to run it right here. Chicago, Calgary, Vancouver. And we're going to simulate it right now. The number one pick goes to the Florida Panthers. The Florida stinking Panthers. St. Louis comes second. Vancouver comes third. Chicago comes fourth, and the Calgary Flames come fifth. This would suck too. This would absolutely suck. The good news is someone like Florida or St. Louis may pick a defenseman here, may go with Reed. Let's see what happens. So I'm not going to try to swing some trades right now. That would be fun, though. Don't get me wrong. We're going to start the draft, okay? Drawn. Okay, here we go. So I bet you McKenna and Stenberg go top two picks. And no, Stenberg is there. Stenberg is there. So that means that Verhoff went 2. This is great. So we get Stenberg at 3, everyone. We're picking them there. Now, this is the Chicago Blackhawks, and I think they would be thrilled with Chase Reed. So I'm going to go Chase Reed here. And then the Calgary Flames, just because I cannot stand them, let's give them something garbagey. No, I'm joking. They need a forward, right? So it's either Bjork, Malhotra, or Lawrence. And you know what? Just because I don't really like this team, I would go. Are they going center? I mean, they have to go center, right? Let's get them Caleb Malhotra there. Okay. So it goes McKenna to Florida. St. Louis picks Verhoff. We get Stenberg. Chase Reed goes to Chicago, and Calgary gets Caleb Malhotra. And this is what the rest of them look like. Boston gets Carrells. Daxon Rudolph, I like him a lot, goes to San Jose. Bjork goes to LA. They need a center. That would be great. Ryan Lynn from the Vancouver Giants goes to, what team is that? It's hard to see. I can't see that well. So, wait a minute. Why am I back? Why am I back? You're on the clock. Oh, Calgary Flames got to pick on the 18th spot. Now, they already picked the center. Nordmark. Oh, there's so many good wingers here. So many good wingers. Preston, Cullen, Command, JP. Oof. I like this guy a lot. I think I would go, if I was Calgary, I would probably go. Well, Hemming is really good. It's hard not to pick him. I would go here. That's what I would go. Yeah, so it's going to get us back to the Canucks pick in a second. I was hoping to get him there. So what would you guys like? Just looking at this, give the Flames a bunch of garbage. Yeah, this is a good pick. I think this is a good pick for sure. Okay, so the Vancouver Canucks get. Oh man, JP is there. Preston's there. Who else? Is it Dagane? Is that how you say it? The Ruck twins. If the Ruck twins are there, I think if you want to go the Ruck twins, you got to go now. And this is pick 25. I think you go. I don't think Liam Ruck's going to make it to 25. I think he's going to get picked beforehand. But, I mean, there's some good defensemen still available. But I think you still got to go forward because the Canucks, man, JP looks really tempting there. Hurlbert. Oh, man, Preston. Okay. Rubrock. Rubrobrick. Is that how you say it? Rubrobrick? He's good too. He's good too. There's so many good players. I think every Canucks fan wants us to go with the Ruck twin there, but I don't think they're going to be there. So I'm going to try to keep this realistic. I don't know. I think JP is the guy you go with there. That's what I would do. And Preston goes after. Ruck goes after. Yeah. If you wanted the Ruck twins, there you go, right there. You'd have to do it because I think you could get Marcus at 32. Oh, I forgot Horenko was there. I would have taken Horenko instead. That's what I would have done. So, dang it. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I know a lot of people want the Liam Ruck for sure. Yeah, he'd be great for the Canucks as well, for sure. You want me to do a Chicago Rangers Canucks? McKenna averaged more than a point a game when he was 16 in the WHL, even though it was a small sample. This cannot be overlooked in my mind. That's fair. East Coast teams wins the draft always. It's fair. Not fair, actually. It's a valid point. So, yeah, if this happens, then we know the lottery's rigged. That was kind of a fun one. Like, you guys want to do that one more time? I don't know. I don't like doing it more than once, but this is maybe we'll do it one more time. Let's how do you reset this? Save simulation, run again. Okay, we're going to run it again. And this time, we're not going to be Calgary. We're going to be Vancouver. I still want to be Chicago because I just love Bedard. Okay, so Chicago. And should we do the Rangers? This time? Because Winnipeg, I think, is going to make the play. I just have this weird feeling they're going to make the playoffs. Let's do the Rangers because of let's just do the Rangers because of JT Miller. Let's just have some fun with it, okay? We're going to run it. And still don't like that the odds are incorrect, but we're going to run it right now. So this one is Toronto Maple Leafs get number 1. St. Louis Blues get number 2. Vancouver Canucks get 3rd. Chicago, Calgary, Rangers. Okay, here we go. So we're going to see again. Are they going to go Verhoff? Or they went Stenberg at 2. Okay. So I think most Canuck fans want Verhoff here. So I'm going to pick Verhoff, even though I'd like Bjork there. And the other reason why is I think there's going to be a lot of good forwards at the next pick. So let's draft Verhoff for fun. Okay. And then Chicago again. do they take one of these centers? A Bjork, a Malhotra, or they go with one of these. I'm going to go back defenseman. And then let's see if you're the New York Rangers, I think there's some good D that you could really pick up here. But if you're the New York Rangers, let's go Carl's to there. Let's go there. Okay. So that's what, let's just do that. Calgary picked Lawrence. That'd be hilarious if they did. I just don't think he's going to be the guy everyone thinks. Ryan Lynn goes to Winnipeg. Caleb Malhotra goes to LA. Rudolph goes to New Jersey. Hemming goes to, is that Winnipeg again? No, I can't really see. So small there. Gustafson, I think it's going to be really good. It's hard to see those. I think he's going to make this bigger, in my opinion. I can't tell who that is. Washington? Okay, so we're coming up. We're probably going to get 25th pick here. So we're on the clock, 25th pick. The Finnish defenseman's there available. That would be great, but we picked Verhoff, so we're not going to do that. Cullen is available. Preston is there. We're going to go with Liam Ruck, and then we would draft Marcus Ruck with, and I forgot, Horenko is the guy I'd want to go there. I really like Horenko. But Liam Ruck. So there is who's available now. Who's available now for the New York Rangers. And they picked, what did they pick? Oh, I should have said C trade offers. That would have been fun. I think they go Horenko. That's what I think. And then I think that's it, right? I think that's it. So would you be happy with that? The Canucks pick Keaton Verhoff and Liam Ruck. What do you guys think? Post in the comments. I'm looking forward to that. It should be logos, but I think it's you can't. This is just in beta. You know what I mean? So it should not be logos. It should be logos, not 2 letters. At least make it bigger so you can see it. I think it's too small. Too small. Okay. Let's see what you guys thought here. We've already talked about this, Simon. There's so many different players for Vancouver lottery video game. What would you do? I've already explained what I do at first, second, and third. You gotta scroll back. I'm gonna watch the beginning of the video back. Jason says, remember what happened to the Islanders in the past draft? Yeah, they leapfrogged everyone and got the big fish, Schaefer. Lefty looks like he's just starting to do research now. Lefty, I love it. I love it. You can't fool me, man. I can tell by the way you're posting. So, I got to do trades. I'll do one more and I'll do trades. If we get third, I'll do trades. Do Florida. Okay, we already are. Without seeing either of these players play much based on stats, so I go McKenna. Okay, well, you haven't watched them, man. Yeah. So any chance Ryan Lynn would fall to 25? No. He's going. It all depends on draft order. Every team has different needs, and every team has different lists. This model is odd. Odds are wrong, and it's very small. The other one too isn't the greatest, to be honest. I don't mind Verhoff. I would be okay with Verhoff. Yeah, Verhoff and Ruck, that's a pretty good combo, isn't it? We had Christian Ehrhoff. Yeah. I'd say it's a B. Verhoff and Ruck is not amazing, but not horrible either. And then lefty, I admit I have a Canuck vision for the Canucks. I don't hide that face. Why am I the one? Why I am one of the best at analyzing Canuck players we now have. Okay. Pick in the top 3 and try to trade for another top 10. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, last one. Okay, McKenna. I only watch Canuck games, hence the Canuck television. Dude, you got to start watching draft stuff. The season's over. We only have 6 games left. McKenna has way more skill. Stenberg might be a better 200-foot player. That's fair. It's fair, Jason. The only thing is taking one ruck might affect his game. Not sure if what he is. He's that's why they picking Liam over Marcus, because they think that he's going to go. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. And this time we're going to do a trade if we get third. Actually, let's do trade either way. Okay, run again. Okay, and we're just going to go Vancouver Canucks this time because I'm going to try to do the trade factor. Okay, and I want to do the second round as well, just for fun. Okay, and we're going to go from here. This is it, guys. Calgary got first. Toronto got second. Vancouver got third. This is horrible. So here we are. Calgary picks McKenna. No, they picked Stenberg. Wow. And then, of course, what? Gavin McKenna comes to the Vancouver Canucks at third place, everyone. This would be absolutely incredible. The Toronto Maple Leaf fan base would burn to the ground. They would definitely riot. Just kidding. Vancouver joke. Not so funny, not funny. Bjork goes to the Seattle Kraken. Chase Reed, goes to the New York Rangers. Smits goes to the Chicago Blackhawks. Rudolph goes to San Jose. Lynn goes to LA. Kind of seems like normal. Okay, now we're going back to the Vancouver Canucks. Who are they going to get here? Caleb Maholter goes 15, everyone. 15 on this board. Gustafson goes to Nashville. Oh, Xavier goes to Calgary. That's a good pick. Klepov is going to San Jose via the Edmonton pick. And Canucks are just around the corner here. And I didn't trade back because of that pick. Okay, so I'm going to see trade offers. The Canucks pick 25. Cullen, Preston. There's so many good players here. As you know, I love myself some Horenko. I love Horenko. So we're going to see trade offers. So they're going to give us the 25th pick. So you hold 25 picks. So we get 43 and 60. So we go back there. I don't like that one. Don't like that one. Nashville 49 and 58. Don't like that one either. And Calgary is going to give us 53 and 55. Actually, I do like that a little bit better. Guys, post in the comments right now. Would you do the Calgary deal or would you do the LA deal? You have to pick one, okay? You have to pick one. All right? So I say we pick the Calgary deal. Please post in the comments which trade you would do. And Swerve and Irvin, you have to pick something because you said that. Yes, the odds are not wrong. 25% is the combination of both lotteries. They run 2 separate lotteries. Okay, so the Canucks have a combined 25% at first overall when you add them together. Okay, my apologies. Thank you for correcting me. Okay, so I'm just looking here. Okay, so guys, we've already gotten Gavin McKenna. Okay, that is where we're at. Now we're gonna go. The Flames one is the best one. Okay, not a fan of any of these trades, but he says the Flames one is the one. Lefty says I would pick 25 and shop him around, see what we could get for him. The LA deal is probably more lucrative, but Calgary is more balanced because 43. So Oh, you would pick DP. Oh, yeah. Lefty. It's fine. We're talking about, just stay in the moment here, man. We're talking about this right here. Which trade would you do? Prickvetti says the LA deal is probably more lucrative, but Calgary is more balanced. I like the Calgary one a lot, but I don't like helping Calgary. So part of it is like get lost Calgary kind of moment, you know? Let's just take, okay, we can't do much on. That's what 43 or 53. That's 10 spots. That's a big one. Let's go with the LA Kings because I just cannot do it. Okay, we're gonna go. LA Kings are here. So we're gonna pick them there and we'll see what happens. Okay. We get 2 picks there. So they went Hawkinson. Is that Hackinson? Is that how you say it? Marcus Ruck went 29th. So Liam Ruck is still on the board, everyone. Horenko still on the board. I like both of those players a lot. Now, Marcus has already gone, so I'm not going to go with him. I would go with Horenko here personally. And so I'm going to go that right there. And I actually like that pick a lot. A lot. I guess I should have went Liam because it was Marcus Ruck that went. Now, what is 43? What is 43? We're going to see because I only did 2 rounds, right? Liam Ruck's still there. That would be amazing. We're drafting Liam. We're not even thinking about it. We're doing it. Okay. And then we get 42 as well. And this is where you got to go. You got to look at defensemen or goaltending as well. There is a goaltender out there that's got to have his name on this, doesn't he? Can we, what are the top goalies here? Have all of them gone? Have your goalies already gone? That's what I want to know. Hextall is still there. Wow. Macbeth, 37. User rating. And I just think if you get okay, we're just going to the defenseman here, okay, everyone? So that was the trade pick. And I don't think we get the next one because it's not going to be there. Man alive. It's hard to pass up Hextall there. Real hard to pass up Hextall. I basically got every one of the players that I wanted, guys. This would be a dream scenario for me. We pick third, we get McKenna, and we go from there. That would be absolutely stellar. So we're almost at the end of the second round. I don't think we have any more picks coming up. No, Vancouver's at 60. Yep. So we're getting one more pick here. Plant. Good cover. Jackson cover. I like that kid. Left wing forward. Well, oh, that's a great one too there. Oh, I think I'm going to go cover here. I don't think you can pass them up. Plant. Oh, man, that's a tough one. Okay, I can't think this. No, let's go D. Let's go D here. And we'll call it a day. We'll call it a day after that, everyone. And that's it. That's it. And yeah, so this would be a dream draft for me. Absolutely 100%. Love this draft if that happened to the Canucks. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be the best scenario? One of the Ruck twins, Horenko, McKenna, and then the 2 defensemen there. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just looking at the comments here. No one's really commenting much about this now. So I think this is the dream scenario. But Jack says this one I'd give an A+, 100%, 100% A+. Love it, love it, love it. This would be ideal. I don't think it's realistic. Okay, everyone, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, Cliff, we could trade Hronek for another first-round pick for sure. I just don't think you're going to get a top 15 pick for him. I think you're going to get a top 20-something to 30 pick. That's what I think. So would you want to do that? So agreed. Great, not realistic. I don't either. Yeah, cool. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic evening. Thank you for being here. And of course, we still believe in blue. We've embraced the tank. We've got there. We've got the best chances to win the draft lottery. We're embracing this rebuild, and we're doing fun videos like this. I hope that you enjoyed it, because I did, and so glad that we could do this together. And of course, always, we cheer this team on. We stay faithful. Go Canucks, go.